Hello, welcome back. We are moving on. We are going to do some more stuff with absolute values, and we're going to graph. Woohoo! We're going to actually do a review problem. So if you really want to, you can pause it and try to solve by graphing where these two equations, what x equals, what y equals. Feel free to do so. But here I go. All right. Let's get rid of this. And you did this a lot in Algebra 1, where you had a system of equation, and you had like two lines, and you graphed them and saw where they crossed. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to review what you did in Algebra 1, but we're going to graph one thing, graph the other thing, and see where they crossed. All right, the orange and blue, those are lines. So this is an equation of a line that has a y-intercept of -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a slope of 2, which means up 2 over 1. 1, 2 over 1. Draw my line. There we go. Blue is also a line. Has a y-intercept of +2. 1, 2. And a slope of -1. That means down 1 over 1. Then we do this. So we graphed two things, and the answer is where they cross. So on a test, I'll have wonderful, smart people. They graph the blue, they graph the orange, and they do this. They say, hey, the answer's right there. Now, you get most of the credit, but where is that answer? Okay? First of all, I want you to move it to wherever the closest is. Okay? It does not have to be super exact. It's an approximation. Maybe it's the right answer, maybe not. Right here. Where is that? That is the point 1, 2, and it goes up, nothing. 2, 0. This is an answer. 2, 0. Or you could say x equals 2, y equals 0. Either way, that is a correct answer. Don't just graph and circle. That's good. I'll give you some points, but make sure that you give me the answer. All right, moving on. Ooh, this looks terrible. And it kind of does look terrible, and it is terrible. But this is the idea. We are going to graph the left-hand side. Then we're going to graph the right-hand side and see where they cross. The left-hand side is a parabola. We did a bunch of graphing of a parabola earlier, so here it is. I'm sure you remember. The vertex is opposite on the inside, so that's -3. 1, 2, 3. -5, same on the outside. Opposite on the inside, same on the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The vertex is -3, -5. It's a parabola because of the squared. Number out in front is positive, so it curves up. We have now graphed the left-hand side. We're going to graph the right-hand side. The right-hand side is a line. A y-intercept of -2. 1, 2. And a slope of -1. Down 1, over 1. And see where these cross. Now, it's not going to be exact. You're not going to get an exact answer unless you're amazing. And that's totally fine. Okay? One answer is right here. And where is that? That is at the point 0, -2. Now, this, not as accurate because it's farther away here. I'm going to say it's right here. And where is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's negative 9 up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 9, 6. If you gave me an answer somewhere close to negative 9, 6, I'd counter right. But that's the idea. Graph the left, graph the right, and see where they cross. Moving on. All right, now we have solving a wide variety of equations. And honestly, the goal of this is we're going to see about 2 to 3 different types of equations. And what we need to do is we need to do the opposite and move stuff over. We want to get x by itself. So we're going to have to get rid of the 8. Going to have to get rid of the 2. Going to have to get rid of the negative 5. Going to have to get rid of the square root. So we're going to move stuff over by doing the opposite. Here we go. I need to get the thing that's farthest away from x out first. And the thing that's actually farthest away is 8. Okay, I know it's kind of close, but it's actually 8. How do I get rid of that 8? We are going to divide by 8. Ooh, I like that purple. Divide by 8. So I do the opposite. I divide by 8. So now I have the square root of x plus 2 minus 5 equals 3. The next thing I want to get rid of is the negative 5. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. So that is the square root of x plus 2 equals 8. Now I want to get rid of the square root. What's the opposite of square root? It's squaring. So I'm going to square both sides. So now I have x plus 2 equals 8 squared, which is 64. And now it's easy peasy. Subtract 2, and x equals 62. It's going to take a little bit of practice to get good at these. No step is crazy, but yeah, there's a lot of steps, and which one do you do first? Let's try another one. All right, we've done this type of problem before. We did it yesterday, but it was simpler. We need to get the absolute value by itself first. So I'm going to have to move stuff over by doing the opposite. What do you think I get rid of first, the 3 or the 10? It's the 10. I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides first. So I'm going to have 3, x minus 5 equals 27. How do I get rid of the 3? Well, this is 3 times this. So the opposite of it is division. Divide both sides by 3. So I'm going to have the absolute value of x minus 5 equals 9. And then I'm sure you remember from yesterday how to solve those. If I have absolute value, I have 2 answers. One answer most people get, x minus 5 equals 9. The one that people forget the most is that x minus 5 equals negative 9. Add 5, x equals 14. Add 5, x equals negative 4. Woo! Some of these are doozies. Try them. Do your best. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got 1, 2 more. Ooh, 3 more. Oh my goodness. Glad this is the only thing you have to do today is watch my stupid video. This is review. I'm going to do it fairly quickly. I have an x squared. So that means I'm going to look to factor. There's a 2 in front, so it's the complicated x. 2 times 3 is 6. Bring down the 5. And I can't forget to divide by 2. What 2 numbers multiply to give me 6 and combine to give me 5? 3 and 2. This parenthesis is done. 2x plus 3. The other parenthesis, I can divide both of those by 2. So I have x plus 1. Now I set both of those equal to 0. 2x plus 3 equals 0. So x is going to equal negative 1.5. And then x plus 1 equals 0. X equals negative 1. We will review this later, but I thought, hey, might as well show it to you now. Last one. Whew! We're going to do the same idea. We need to move numbers over by doing the opposite. What do we need to get rid of first? It just takes practice. I need to get rid of the negative 3 first. So I'm going to add 3. That's going to be 4x minus 2 squared equals, add 3, 36. Now what do I need to get rid of next? The 4. Divide both sides by 4. X minus 2 squared equals 9. Now, how do I get rid of the squared? I'm going to take the square root of both sides. X minus 2 equals 3. And now I'm getting crazy. Okay? We're going to see it from time to time. What's the square root of 9? Mr. Mack, it's 3. You're right. But there is another answer. There's actually 2 answers when you take a square root. 3 times 3 is 9. That's right. But negative 3 times negative 3 is also 9. So there's 2 answers here. 3 and negative 3. Add 2 to both of those. X equals 3 plus 2 is 5. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. And we'll review that throughout the year. So don't stress about it, but do your best. Whew! I got one other quick little review thing, and then I'll be done. Good thing you don't have homework. Homework's tomorrow. Hey, do you remember this? Of course you do. We wanted to rewrite this. Okay? Rewrite this. We want to rewrite this, and in my class I talked about the tree. Power over root. This is 3 to the first power, the second root. So this is 3 to the 1/2 power. And that is 7 to the x over 9 power. Whatever x turns out to be. For whatever reason, we threw that in there for you to remind yourself. Wow, give yourself a round of applause for making it through my video. But I have a joke. And hopefully it won't cut off this time. Man's favorite snack. Ice Krispy treats. Ha ha!